Hello everybody, how we doing today? Welcome on in, lovely to have you. Hello my friends. Good to have you back. Good to have you in here hanging out. We're back for the streaming. We're doing the thing. It's been like, did we stream on Tuesday last week? It's been a while. It's been a while. I think it's been a little over a week. It is so sunny outside. I swear my light's on. There's just a shadow because there's so much light coming in from out there. Oh, didn't really notice that one, but we're good. We're good and we're chilling today. How have it been? I've been good. It's been a good break. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited to be in here, but I needed some time off. I didn't really realize it. Sid and I always chat whenever we go on vacation, and she's like, you need a full 24 hours into vacation for you to actually start enjoying the vacation. That's what she tells me. She's like, I need a full 24 hours of not being in the office for my brain to disconnect from office mode and actually enjoy the vacation and everything in there. So it's always kind of a fun one, but so I definitely could have done another 2 days sitting on the beach, but you know, here we are, we're back, we're chilling, and there's lovely weather outside, so I can't complain too much. It's all good. Hello, Lily, thank you so much for the 20 months, by the way. Thank you. Popping in to say hi, currently at work on a short break, but we'll launch this later tonight to watch it over. Hope you're having a great day, and to all the fWhip viewers, enjoy the stream. Hey, thank you so very much, and hello later in the evening, in the future. Yuki, thank you so much for the 13 months, my dude. If y'all are over on the YouTube side, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. Helps me out a bunch. We got 500 people in here, and we're only at 200 likes, so I believe we can get up there. Brian, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that, my dude. And Flanders, thank you so much for the 2 months.
Pleased to meet you.
Shenko with the 26 months. I appreciate it. Hope the weather's been well. It's 44 degrees with 90% humidity in the tropics, but we're surviving. Is that 44 degrees Celsius, I'm assuming? Because I was like, 44 degrees in Fahrenheit is not that warm, but I'm assuming with the 90% humidity, you're talking Celsius, and it's a little toasty. Please give me the world download. Give me $5. No, I don't give a. You can hang out on the stream. If you can get a lucky gift sub or a gift member, then you can get the download for free. That's the way to do it. That's how you can get it. All right, there we go. We're still partially on vacation mode, I guess. But yeah, I've been doing good. It's been difficult coming back into work to get back after. Like, I have not wanted to do anything. I was talking to Marcos as the stream was starting, and my editor, by the way, and I was like, yeah, so by the way, I spent almost all of Tuesday recording a video and getting it done, and got to the end of the day and said, yeah, I don't want to make that video right now. I absolutely do not want to make that video right now. So then I pivoted, and now I'm starting a new hardcore video. So everything I did yesterday, it's gonna be in the one after. I was like, I want to do this in the future, but I just don't want to do it right now, you know. So that's where we're at. But yeah, there should be a new SOS video coming out tomorrow. Episode 6 will be launching. Excited for that one. And then from there, I am just working on hardcore video until that's done. So I'm excited. I really want to get back into the hardcore world and getting more stuff done in there. I'm very inspired by it. I sat in vacation, and I like the second that I leave and go somewhere else, all of a sudden like 5 new build ideas start popping in my brain and start being like, ooh, what if we had this? Ooh, what if we do that? Ooh, what if we do that? So we're gonna transition. I can show y'all. One cool thing is this black screen right here. No, that I did this. I did that. So we did that. I went in and modified the world file, so we now have the experimental features of 1.21. We'll be back here in a moment. I'll show you. Oh, I need to go get my inner chest anyways. Did I leave it under here? I think I know where it is, but I might have left it under here. Oh, that's a lot of mobs. I know where it is. Now that we're in pre-release of 120, you think you'll upgrade your world? Didn't do the trial chambers? I'm not. That pre-release was 1.20.5. Is that where trial chambers are coming? I thought they're coming in 1.21. I did not add bundles. No, I did not. I added the blocks. So, even more fun than bundles. I added the Tuff blocks and the new copper blocks and all that stuff. So now we have Tuff. I went through the city and changed out a few parts so that before this was just regular stone brick, and I was like, I kind of want to be a little darker. So we now have the Tuff bricks in here. We have the new copper blocks, which I have not crafted yet because, oh my god, they are expensive. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
Pleased to meet you.
But yeah, so we got that. That's cool. I swapped out the corner. These were stone bricks before, so I swapped those to Tuff bricks. I originally was going to change this to Tuff as well, but then I decided that this was originally deep slate down here, and so I changed this to Tuff instead, and I kind of like the brighter bit there, and then this being slightly lighter, whereas before it was all deep slate brick. So I changed that to Tuff, and I really like it. Did I not leave it? Oh, I did. I was like, I swear my ender chest is down here somewhere, man. Let's sleep, and I'll show y'all what I've been up to. How's your trip? Trip was amazing. It was so nice. It was really, really good. I was so worried about the weather. I think I talked about on stream before leaving that it was so... all the weather apps kept saying rain, 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 and it was only raining on the far side of the island, and I was just like, yes! So it was perfect. So over where I have some family that lives there too, and so they were like, how's it going on your side? How's it over there? Is it sunny? Because it's raining here. Can we come over and visit? And we were just like, yeah, I guess. Yes. So I've been working on this. You all have probably heard me talk about we're going to be working on building a university. I've been kind of inspired by, I've seen Jersey Boy building a giant magic school, and I thought that was super fun. And I've been really wanting to do this university for a long time. And so I started planning it out and just kind of researching a little bit more and seeing where I could go and find some other inspiration. Picked up Elden Ring again and was looking at the magic school in there and was like, all right, this could be kind of fun. So we're starting this road, which every single one of these plant potters over here is going to have a large tree coming out the top of it. And then I added this extra one here. I haven't decided if I want to keep it yet. I think I might push it back. I think we're going to do that right now, actually. I think it just needs to go like one right there. Sorry, I was looking at it. I was like, I don't really like where this is positioned right now. But the cool part about this is that we are moving into the phase where we're going to start just building the university up here, which is really, really cool. And the university theme, if you haven't heard me talk about it, is completely about agriculture. Everything that is going to be in there, we're going to have a school dedicated to farming. Very, very important. So field planting, because we have so many fields in this world. Obviously, we need to know how to plant fields. Duh. It makes sense. Yeah, the top texture, this is the new... These are all official blocks coming into the game in the next update. So this is chiseled Tuff brick. Yeah, so this is going to be like the steps leading up. So I'm going to work on the whole next episode. I want to go super detailed on the buildings here and make them fancier. But then this is also the Dwarven district, so it needs to have a little techie feel. So I think the nature contrast here to like the Dwarven steampunky bits that we do throughout the world will be cool. So I'm working on buildings that are going to go all the way along there, and that's probably going to be in the next hardcore videos, building out those things. I wanted to get a few of these real quick, and we're just going to go patch that little hole before I forget. Yes, if you have not already, please leave a like on the stream. It helps me out a bunch. Thank you all so very much. Lizosaurus, thank you so much for the 27 months. fWhip is back. I know I'm here. Wimzella, thank you so much for the 20 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back from your well-deserved vacation. Thank you, thank you. Armip, thank you so much for the 26 months. Player, thank you so very much for the prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm kind of working on this. We're going to see where it goes. Going to see how it evolves. And I think that looks a little... Do we like that? I almost feel like it needs to be a block back, but it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Eric, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let that read out when it goes through. And no, I need that, actually. That's the thing I need. When next hardcore vid? I have no idea. Ah! It's the next video I'm working on, so it'll be done when it's done. I've kind of realized that I've been doing videos.
fWhip stream woo. Chat you now what do too. Like and subscribe.
The bot even knows. The bot even knows how to say it. I was thinking I was gonna say lichen subscribe, but it doesn't. That's great. But I realized I was doing a lot of hardcore videos to meet a deadline, and I wasn't really super, like, I wasn't giving myself the time to actually create something really cool. I was very much doing these hardcore videos and SOS videos to meet a deadline so that I could post a video every week. And I think the quality has been dipping a little bit on those, at least in terms of what I've been seeing. Like, I've been enjoying the videos, but I've just been like, it's always just been a mad dash to the finish line to get it done. So for the next little while, I'm gonna try instead with just taking a little bit slower approach. And if I need an extra few days to get a video done properly, I'm gonna do that. So I don't really know when the next video is gonna post. I'll get it done as quick as I can, but I want to spend the time on it to get it to be something that I really, really like. So we'll see. We'll see. We do get them, those new Tuff blocks and everything. Yeah, those are coming in the next update. Quality over quantity and all that, good approach. Yeah, that's the hope. Yeah, so last stream we ended up digging a bunch of this dirt and the trees, and then I was in a meeting earlier this week with the SOS folks, just chatting, and I decided to clear the rest of the trees. So all that stuff is done. We've got all of these boxes of dirt from last time that we cleared out, so we can bring those up on top of the mountain. And I've been looking at this terrain a bunch, kind of seeing what's going on around here, and unfortunately realizing that I don't really like it. We're not going to majorly change everything, but I don't like how busy this is. There's too much going on in here. So what I want to do today is try and bring some of these rocks together to create larger rock shapes instead of just all these little guys around. So we're going to try and merge some shapes together and see if we can combine them and get some cleaner divisions between them. Instead of right now, I went with too small of a scale when building it all out, is what I'm realizing. So I want to spend a little bit of time just updating and seeing what we can mess around with and see if we like the result today, and placing down a few of the blocks that we do have, because that'll just create some more space, to be honest. Stone arches. I don't want any floating archways, at least in the current rendition. Maybe it'll happen in the future. Who knows? But in this, maybe like we can have something farther up the train. But as far as I know right now, I don't want to do anything like floaty. Okay, we'll place these down. We have so many boxes of dirt, y'all. Oh, wow, we got a lot of dirt. Those are all full of dirt. You just made my jaw drop. Look, we can see the tree from here. Look at that. Wow, it's so fun. We are here vibing. That's good. That's good. Novas and Nebula, thank you so much for the 5 months. Finally caught a stream. Had to be back. Glad your vacation went well. Chat, remember to leave a like. Of course. Thank you, everybody. We got 800 people in here and only 400 likes, so help me out on the YouTube side. If you have not already, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. It helps out so very much, and I really do appreciate it. Helps me keep these streams around. Keeps the lights on. Let's grab some moss here, and we can start digging into that dirt here. It's gonna bug me that that one's being emptied and not that one, but it's fine. Fine. Oh, did y'all see the new paintings today? Sorry, one more distraction before we start. Did y'all see the new paintings coming to Minecraft? Your local Minecraft is getting new paintings? Look at these. They look so much better than the original ones. The original ones are pretty bad. These are coming to Minecraft. As far as we know, they are survival obtainable. So you get this, you get this.
Halo lore. Forerunner can imprint on other Forerunners, sharing their knowledge and memories, making a type-independent clone of themselves. The librarian hid these guests in the genetic code of humans for the reseeding of the galaxy after the halos.
ODST, thank you for the huge dono. Thank you so very much. And the fun Halo lore. Thank you. Always appreciate it. The original Minecraft loading screen for your world screen, it's now a painting. Look how big it is. I think that's what a 2, 3, that's a 4x4, it looks like. So that's massive. You got this, my favorite. It's a 1 wide, 2 tall one with a horse, a little dude riding a horse. Love. And you got a new flower. Look at the new flower. I love it. And then outside that, we got the villagers, the farmers. I really wish he was wearing a straw hat, though. Just saying, he needed a straw hat. Or a pitchfork. And then maybe a trident. A trident in here, just like a little trident right there. Could have done it. But they're pretty cool. And then we got this. I really like this one. I think this is fun. Need a new 1x2. We needed a new. Yeah, I know. I'm very excited about it. Wait, what? No giant skulls? These are, as far as we know, they're not replacing any paintings. They're just adding net new paintings. So you still get all the other ones that you have already in the game. I do wish they would come through and add the custom, the creative only paintings. I kind of wish that was coming through. I really, really wish those were coming in. But that's okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking here, I know this is going to be a little controversial, but we're going to just start messing around. I kind of want to bring ourselves up here a little. And then having this lower one can still be there. But then I was thinking we could bring ourselves out this way. And if we cover some stuff, we'll just light it up later. It'll be fine. But I kind of want to raise all this stuff up a little bit further. For those who are jumping in now, I've realized from looking at this terrain a bunch that I'm just not super happy with the result that we had so far. I think we can make it a little bit more dramatic and larger shapes. And from a distance, it'll look better. Because right now from a distance, it just looks really, really busy. And I don't want it to be busy. I want it to be full and really cool and stuff that we can add later. The avatar paintings, why are they even there? They were there for creative map makers, and then like everybody forgets that they exist. Like, they're so cool, they're so well done, and they'd be so much fun to work with. And I think what happened is people that make Bedrock marketplace maps were like, hey, we need some new paintings, we're running out of options to make things. And Mojang was like, yeah, okay, here you go, have these. And then they didn't really think about anybody else, what shaders to use. I typically don't use shaders, but if I do, it's going to be complimentary unbound. Usually. I've been editing and tweaking them a little bit. I can show you all the settings I got on them now. I've upped the set. It's not at its prime right now because the sun's going down. But I've upped the saturation. I've made the water a little bit more blue. And because I really wanted the water to come through as like just really solid blue inside the world. So once we get to the next day, I can show you all a little bit more. Do another pumpkin field. I don't think we really have many pumpkin fields, so we might have to do that soon. Did I bring my bed? I did bring my bed. That's good. But you see how that right there just kind of helps the whole thing come across? I think it's a little bit better than we had before. Like, I still want these erosion channels coming through. Like, that's a very important part of, I don't want it to just be stone across, but I think we can be more intentional about where those are coming and how they're merging into each other. So most of the stream today is probably just going to be messing around with these and seeing what shapes we want to get out of here and what we like. And I've realized I'm also okay with just having more stone on top. We went on a hike while we were out on vacation, and we were walking through these lava fields, which are beautiful. I'll show some pictures later. And I'll post them on Twitter or something like that. I've been meaning to do a photo dump. But I realized that, like, even when we're in the grassy areas outside of it, there are all these just like long, just like flat rocks that I kind of, in Minecraft, I'm like, oh, rock has to stick up when I'm building. I kind of forget that rock could go this way and only be that tall.
Too bad it camps after the mountain and tree build. Anyway, hello from France.
I don't know if I'd use the new Tuff blocks that much for shading in there, because they do have very strong elements to them in terms of the shape, and they seem very man-made to me. Like I can't separate the details from just being a color. So like I will never use stone brick for shading, because I will never not see it as a brick. So if I put it for shading in a landscape, I'm like, somebody carved that. Somebody carved the brick in there. Doesn't matter what it is. I can't get myself behind it. So that's kind of one of the reasons for me, is that I typically don't use those. So I don't think it really matters too much. Definitely once we get into more of the city building and all that sort of stuff, like I think it's really, I think I mostly wanted to add it because I'm getting into doing this Dwarven district, and I wanted those more solid grays, and it kind of is leading me to want to do more down in the Dwarven cave itself, because now that we have another gray to work with, oh, that's free cam, we can use those things to help us. Maybe we do like a rock coming down here. That could be kind of fun. I'm just kind of covering everything that we had, and I'm okay with that. How about putting your character in eyeglasses to make it look like you more? I don't think it needs to be 100% perfect representation to me. And I find that glasses on Minecraft skins, unless you're going with cool guy sunglasses, I just don't like the look of them. The frames are always too solid, or they're too big, and you can't not have just like giant glasses, like your stereotypical like cartoon nerdy glasses. You can't do anything that's not those in Minecraft without just having them look kind of dumb. Okay, I like that a lot more with those connections across there. I think that looks a lot better. And over here, I think this also looks a lot better. So let's just bring this over there to connect it. We're just gonna keep playing with things today. See what we like, see what we hate, and see if and where we want to change things. Because I was thinking like even this. We're gonna have to come back and fix a lot of this though. Because you can see that. You can see those from a distance when it's doing that. I know. I've checked. Okay, we can do something in there. That'll work. It's mostly just this section along here that I really was just not liking. When 6,000 Days coming out, the movie, I don't know if I'm going to release it. The movie trend, unfortunately, I think is coming to a very screeching halt. So I don't know if I'm going to release it. You can go watch them all in the playlist. They're all there in order, ready to go. So I'm not currently planning to do a 6,000 Days movie. I would love to. Like, I really like the movies. I think they're fun. Like, I watch movies that other creators post, because I was chatting with Scott about it, and he was saying, he's like, I never watch Netflix shows until if I learn that there's a season 2 on the way, I'm not watching it until season 2's there. And I was like, yeah. Because then you just binge season 1 and season 2 together. The same way a Minecraft movie works is if there's a movie out, you just do that and binge all of it at once, and it's great. So I'm big in favor of movies, but Minecraft audience doesn't seem to, as a general whole, like them too much anymore. I think too many people faked them, and now there's a weird air about it. So even if I do release real ones, people are like, this is obviously faked. I get enough comments telling people I cheat anyways, so you know, is what it is at this point. I'm so dead. Thank you so much for the dono, by the way. I think I responded, but I didn't say thank you. Also, Jenny, thank you so much for the 18 months. The little tree's getting big tree. Have you seen Invincible? I don't think so. You make them and post on your second channel. They just take a lot of hours to render and everything. So, I don't know. Okay, I like how this is looking so far. What if we connect? No, that's too far back. Let's connect across here. I want to get this right before we get too far into the train to where I don't want to come back and change it. So that's kind of where this is all coming from for now, is I know that I want to change it. So how do you cheat? I think somebody's just jelly of your ability. Well, apparently by having this mod installed, I'm cheating. I don't get it. So many people see Litematica as cheaty, but I think I've figured out why. And I think I've figured out why people think Litematica is cheaty, and I've realized it's because they themselves are not a builder. So it doesn't make sense to them that you could make up a build yourself and then bring it into the world. So they see you using Litematica as obviously you took a build from somewhere else and are bringing that in the world. They don't understand that you can create and plan something in another world and then make it in a different world, because they themselves aren't builders. So they are like, well, obviously you didn't build that, so you're cheating and you're lying to us. And that, to me, is where, that's at least how I'm trying to rationalize in my head while I'm laying in bed at night. You know, that works too. But that's how I've been able to rationalize of people being so against Litematica, is because they themselves are bad at the game and can't fathom that somebody could, in fact, know what they're doing. So that's where I land.
I can't watch something more than an hour long unless it's an 18-hour-long Halo video.
You know what? That is on par.
When I said I watched the Ultimate Halo Saga in one sitting.
Hey, if you found a brand, you found something you like, and you went for it, and that's the important part. That's the important part. That's the only takeaway you should have from that, is you found something that you love, and you decided, you know what? I am okay with allowing myself to enjoy this. I think that's great. That's perfect. There's no changes. 10 out of 10. ODST, thank you so much for the dono as well. Maybe the easy placement does get a little cheeky. I will admit that. Easy placement can be a little on the cheeky side. I try to not use it because I do find it gets pretty cheeky in certain scenarios, but I will use it for things like tree building, because it makes building a tree go from taking 20 minutes to taking 6 minutes. And when I have 60 trees to build, like a giant forest over there, and you're telling me I can do it in a quarter of the time per tree just by doing that for just the leaves, nothing else, I'm gonna do it.
To meet you.
Because I want to post the video in a week, not post the video in 3 weeks. So
Pleased to meet you.
work smarter, not harder. Exactly, Mandolin. Exactly. Like, I don't use it ever for any of the big builds. If anything, I start using Litematica of let's see. Where's City Entry Stables. You all know this build. It's this thing. It's the stables. It had the gatehouse. I used this because I planned it in the world, and I just put it in there, and then I was like, cool, okay, these are the materials I need, and then I knew what I needed to go gather, and I was able to save the time off that. And then in there and actually making it, I didn't use any of that. You can use a hotkey to make it less transparent, and then I would just go in here like you do in a creative world, take a screenshot of that, and then I would turn off the schematic, and then I build the thing. So I do that. Like that's my way of using Litematica, and I think it's a very fair way because it just changes it from log out, log into your creative world, take your screenshots, log out, come back. Am I standing in the right block? I don't know. It saves those extra hours where it's just efficiency. That's all it is. It's being more efficient with what you're doing, and that's the important part. Mel, thank you so much for the 20 months. I love the movies. I have them going in the background while playing in my own world, and it kept me sane while I was draining my ocean monument. You know, yeah, you probably watched all the movies during that. Aquotus, thank you so much for the prime. Swandle, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's kind of obnoxious to people who complain about using Litematica, but also complaining when you don't post a video every week. the overlap. Those groups, they're the same. Easy Place isn't cheating. It's my sandbox, and I decide how to play. Yeah, I think I would say for you, you play Minecraft as you do. You're not making content. If you want to use Easy Place, go right ahead. If anything, I would recommend you do it because it will save you so much time. But I will say that there is an responsibility as a content creator to do things, especially when I'm saying this is a vanilla series, in the more vanilla way possible. Like if I wasn't creating content, I would be using Easy Place. I'd be probably be installing a mod that lets me just mine trees automatically. I had AFK in this world. God, I'd be doing everything. But no, I want to make it more legit and impressive and all that. So I tend to not use all of those things. But I will say if you're just chilling in your own single player Minecraft world, do it. Go for it. Why not? What's stopping y'all? Save that time. Y'all don't have as many hours in the day as I do to play Minecraft, so any hour that you can save to get into the point where you're having fun in the game, do it. As long as it doesn't ruin your future enjoyment in the game. I think that's the catch there. More people will say, ooh, I'm just going to cheat and add in these materials to save this time. And then that becomes easier and easier and easier and easier to do. I did that in so many survival worlds before I started creating content because I was just like, God, I need like another stack of spruce logs to build this thing. I don't want to go do it. I'm tired. I'll just give myself a stack of spruce logs. And then the next day it was turning into, I just don't want to go mine the stack of acacia logs. I'll just get those. I gave myself the spruce. What's the difference? And that just kind of gets more and more and more. So you got to be a little bit more cautious about how you take those approaches. The spite in me now makes me want to become a YouTuber just to be mean to your cheating people while using Litematica. Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth the energy. Don't. There's so many better ways for yourself to use your energy than combating the internet trolls. From so much personal experience on the matter, if you become a creator, you just, as much as it sucks, as much as it absolutely sucks to not be able to just tell somebody to go away and do it, just like leave and blah blah blah, like it's just not worth the energy, because the second you do that, they're gonna come back, they're gonna make it worse, and they're gonna try and make it even worse because you have your one account. I only have my fWhip account. People on the internet can make 100,000 random accounts and come and spam all they want, and I can ban them and they'll just make a new account and they'll come back, and it's just not worth it. But you know, you do you. I am just argumentative. Oh, believe me, I am too. There's been a lot of growing happening for me to get into the space I'm at now as a creator. There's been a lot of growing. Personal growth is something that is very important for creators, and there's no way you're not gonna avoid it. Like Or if you're not gonna be willing to grow as a creator, you're not gonna improve as a creator. And whatever that way you do grow, your content style is gonna shift and all that things are gonna change. And yeah. Just like y'all could leave a like on the stream. You could grow into being a new person today and leave a like on the stream. Just one cheeky little thumb. Just one little boop. You know, just click the like button. I appreciate it. We got 900 people and you're only 600 likes, but that's cool. What's the texture pack or mod? Oh my god, what? That's a B. It's my own texture pack. It's available to supporters, so any sub or member is able to get access to the texture pack. It adds like bushy leaves. It adds a bunch of flower variants. I call it the foliage upgrades. So if you support me, you can get the assets and things that I use to play within your own world. I like this a lot more. I think we got rid of a lot of the noise. I'm almost thinking we get rid of that dirt right there, or that stone, and actually just turn it into dirt. I think that could be nice. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that. We're cleaning things up today. We're making areas that are much cleaner on either side. Just less chaos in this mess. Because I was looking at the back of this mountain. I was like, I love that massive grass section that just goes all the way down. I think that is so cool. Like this right here. Love. I mean, we got the little breakups of stone, so it's not all same. But then over here, I was like, it's just, you see all those lines in there? Like, we got to go through and fix all that. We got to, like, I think that stone is just going to come all the way around there. And we just need to fix up and clean up a few areas here. There's just too much chaos in this. I already like, should I unlike and like again? Never unlike. Don't even think about unliking. I hate myself dying losing my tools. I like keep inventory. Other mobs make me mad. Dude, play with keep inventory. Why would you play a sandbox game in a way that just makes you mad?
Hey, fWhip. Wanted to donate to support the channel, but I also wanted to ask what 1.21 block you are most excited for and how do you plan to use it?
I will show you. I made one. Enough said. Enough said. Do I need to say more? The bottom of the crafter is so good, Allison. Thank you for the dono. Also, I think the crafter itself, just the different sides, like I will use the back of that a bunch. You'll see in the next video, you'll see a lot of me experimenting with the new stuff. I think I made some copper and put it in one of these. Maybe. Did I? No, I put them back in storage. How to ruin a redstoner's day. No, they know it's a beautiful block too. Why do redstoners get all these cool blocks that do all these cool things? Why do they have to be ugly? They can be beautiful. Everybody can be happy. A redstoner is going to see the new Tuff blocks and they're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to make a giant box out of this and that's going to be my base. And they're going to love it because the blocks are cool. Is it going to look great? No, but they're still going to be happy. So they can deal with me not knowing how to use a crafter, but making the crafter look cool and a pretty build. They don't know how to use Tuff bricks and they still make a giant thing out of Tuff bricks and call it a base. Nah, this goes both ways. I can use their stuff for decoration as they can use my blocks for pure function. You just start this world today? Yeah, we started 45 minutes ago. We've been working hard. We've been placing a lot of blocks. Got full netherite, got a totem. Even went and found silence armor trim. No. We're at day 6,457 right now. We've been in this world for a minute. Sorry, I couldn't lie to you. I couldn't lie for that long. I'll always like lie to you guys for a few seconds, to you all, but I'll fess up. I can't have that on my conscience. No, I can't live like that. Are you on the new snapshot version? No, I'm on 1.20.4, but I went into the world file, which yes, it's a little cheeky. Yeah, we're speedrunning building a mountain. But I enabled through the NBT data, I enabled experimental features. So you can get access to the new blocks and things early as they're experimental, but they're already in the game. They're literally just in a data pack that you need to enable a command to put the data pack on your world. And so I did that. And I'm very, very happy I did. I was like, I'm really excited to build on the city. But then I kept telling myself, but I want these Tuff blocks. I keep seeing people build these cool things with them, and I want them. And then I was holding off on building the city because I was waiting for it. And I was like, I don't want to wait until the summer to keep expanding the city. But I want to build on the city. But I also want these new things. So I was like, all right, we finished episode 60. We're doing it.
Of course, I play with mods, but I discovered if you place carpet over grass, then looking at the carpet, place a button, the carpet stays. And it's vanilla.
Place a carpet over grass, then look at the carpet, place a button, the carpet's... Oh, over like a little... I was thinking grass block, but you mean like if that was a piece of grass. Oh, interesting. So you can make floating carpet if you get rid of the button after? Interesting. Have you heard of string? Just food for thought. That's a good tip, though. Thank you. How do you make time lapses? I use the replay mod. It's a very, very cool mod to use. It allows you to come in afterwards and basically it's recording everything right now. So we can come in after into a world and it puts me basically as like a spectator mode, but I can't explore and generate new chunks. I can only see what already happened in the world, and it has a timeline of like the 2 hours you streamed or whatever, and you can see everything, and then you can use that to stitch and like render out as whatever speed you want, whatever camera angles and everything. So you can pick them after the fact instead of thinking what you need to do before, like what people used to do with camera accounts. I also don't want to bring a camera account into this world, because in order to bring a camera account, I have to do this. And then I have to do that. So I actually have to do that. I guess I don't have to do that. I'd have to do that. And then then I could bring the camera account onto the series, but then I have to enable LAN, and I don't want to do that. The camera account, I do bring it on before I release a world download. So if you're one of those people who's trying to see if I cheat, and you'll see in the NBT data and all that account has logged in, I bring it on because I use it to clean up a few things before I send the world download. So I copy the world into I call it Hardcore Season 3 episode whatever download, and then I log into that with the camera account, turn it on to creative, and I just go and clean up some things. This is looking a lot better now. I like this a lot more. I don't know about you all, but I think this is a lot... Where's that sun? This is starting to be a lot cleaner, which I like. And there's the shaders. I know we were talking about them earlier. I'm almost thinking we get rid of that rock, and then we link that rock over to there. Let's try it. Wait, one more thing. What mod are you using when you zoom in into your character? That. It's called logical zoom. There's a few. You can use logical zoom. You could use zoomify. You could. There's a few out there that you can use. Looks really pretty. Thank you. Do you speak German? No, I only speak English. I tried learning Spanish in high school. Did not work. I was not the best at that one. I can like still kind of read some Spanish, but I do not have the ability to carry a conversation. Very, very basic. It's one of those where, looking back, I really wish I had spent some more time actually studying and learning it. But I was a high school student, and I just didn't care. I had other things to do, like play Minecraft. I had so much Minecraft and StarCraft to play back then. How was I supposed to even think about studying? Don't be stupid. Let's do that. That works, because that brings it down a little bit more, which then will make this a little bit easier on the eyeballs. Yeah, the less... When we're working at this large of a scale, less is definitely more. That's a good way to think about it. For people asking about languages, English only in the chat, please. Help me and the moderators keep it a safe, lovely space that everybody wants to hang out in, and the only way we can do that is if we can actually read all the messages y'all are sending. So, English only. Appreciate it. Let's do that. That'll work.
Pleased to meet you.
Ray, thank you so much for becoming a member. How's your vacation? Train's looking great. Vacation was really nice. It was very good to get away for a little bit. It was a bit of a break before my wife started her new job, so it was nice to get out and hang just the two of us. And she's back in the working flow and everything now, so she had her first day in office today. No more full work from home life for her. It's gonna be so different to get used to. She only has to go in a few days each week, but I'm like, it's gonna be so weird. We used to, since 2020, both of us have worked from home full time. So I'm like, my friend's gone. She has to go in the office. Who am I gonna walk downstairs and randomly talk at? Come on now. Not talk to, talk at. They're very different. Okay, I like the way this is coming together now. I think this is a lot more connected, and I think it's coming in a lot smoother than what we had before. I think I might connect into there. I think that's gonna be worth it.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, that'll work.
Ka-ching!
What the heck am I doing? Cole, thank you so much for the 20 months. Matthias, thank you so much for becoming a member. Ray, thank you so much for the gift membership. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I think YouTube just broke in chat. Let me refresh that real quick. So your wife has a real job and you're here playing video games? Yeah, duh. Isn't that great? Married life is awesome. I sit here and play video games. Obviously not a real job, duh. No. I wish. That'd be great. I keep telling her that eventually I'm going to be washed up. Nobody's going to watch my videos anymore. And then I've been playing video games as a career for 5 years now. Who's going to hire me afterwards? Come on now. After YouTube's done, she's going to be the full breadwinner. No, I'm just going to be sitting here. I'll continue playing video games and just nobody's going to watch me. It'll go back to like the good old days when I started my channel. Did you make these mountains? Yeah. These are all new. Anything is a real job if you get paid for it. Yeah, I'm just going into the bit. Don't worry, fWhip. I don't see myself not watching Minecraft videos. All right, you and me. We'll be here. We'll be here to the end. You become a true house husband. Yeah, I'll take care of the dogs. It'll be awesome. Are you going to make something about the river? Yeah, I'm kind of just putting the base train shape in for now. And then we will come back through and start adding a lot more detail and cleaning things up. Like a lot of this forest is going to be removed. And we're going to really turn this into like a cool river valley, which I think will be fun. because I want to bring like this terrain. I kind of want to extend that further out to here with like a few raised sections. Dude, I'll live the trophy husband life. As long as I really don't have to do anything, I'm down. I'm easy. Easy. Do you know how good I could be? How many World of Warcraft characters I could have just like raiding every single day? Don't even fret. I will stay so busy. My garden outside will look amazing. Come on now. I'll just start homesteading. I'll see how much food I can grow for us. If I can get rid of the grocery bill costs, it's basically making like, I don't know, we spend like 150 bucks on groceries a week. It'd be equivalent to making 600 bucks a month if you don't have to go to the grocery store because see, just gonna grow it all at home. It's not like I thought this through or anything. Come on now, don't be stupid. One day I will make SGT Blocky the trophy husband and he will just clean house for me. There you go. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Grayson, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcome on in, raiders. Lovely to have you. We were doing a little hardcore
Pleased to meet you.
terraforming today of I built this a while ago and then I've been staring at it and I hated it. So we're fixing it. Well, attempting to fix it today. It's okay, but it just I got to fix it before we add more. So it was just too busy. So we're working on kind of cleaning things and smoothing it out. And I realized there's just too much. There's too much going on with it. So we've been coming back through and opening up a little bit more of the terrain and also adding in some more of connecting some of the stones together, like merging them into larger stones. Instead of it was kind of small stone, small green patch, and it was just it's too polka dotty. So I didn't want that. So we've smoothed it out a good amount and just added a lot of the rock shapes together and kind of merged them. And we're just fiddling with it right now. We're just messing around with it. Welcome on in, everybody. If y'all are new here, I do a lot of hardcore Minecraft and a lot of survival Minecraft, like SMPs and things like that. Do a lot of building stuff. Which I'm sure if y'all are coming over from Grayson's, you're all very much on the building side. Welcome on in. Fellow work from homer here, you are now my background office chatter while I work. Sweet, I got more people to chat at. Life goals. All I ever need in life. It's my true Leo coming out is I just need people to talk at. I gotta add up the count of how many blocks I owe on this project because there's another 2 shulkers cleared. I've decided I'm gonna start keeping track of how many blocks I place, not how many blocks I have remaining, because there's no accurate way to know, like, cause I keep forgetting. So I went back and redid the count from the start and I was like, okay, we've placed almost 40,000 blocks now. Which means I need to start thinking about, and I owe like 140,000 in total. So we're getting through it, surprisingly. With your Elytra, dude, it's at half durability. We chillin'. See, I'll go fix it right now. Watch. Yep. Got a little ding of the experience coming in. It'd be easy. Could you imagine if looting gave more experience? Wouldn't that be kind of fun? See? Easy. No, thank you. Thank you. See? Now it's basically repaired. We're fine. We're chilling. Very efficient mob farm. Thank you. I've been working hard on it. It's coming together. What are you doing in the SOS world? New video will come out tomorrow. You can see what I've been up to. It's a little behind. I had originally planned to put it out over the weekend, and then I saw one while I was on vacation, and it took a little longer to get notes done and everything like that than I had originally thought. And then I saw with Hermitcraft doing their charity event, I didn't want to take any eyeballs away from that because the cause they're going for is really, really cool. So I decided to just hold the video, and it'll be out tomorrow. Trying to clean up a few of these because I really like this color. I wish you could put tall grass on this. Like if you could put grass on top of that, it'd be so good. How are the pups doing? They're good. They're good. They're we had people staying here watching our dogs while we were gone, just kind of as you do. And they fed them so many treats. The dogs, they were very treat happy. Very, very happy with the amount of treats they got. This was a super flat world 45 minutes ago. Yeah, fully super flat, actually. We built a castle. We built a mountain over there. Not only we built this for us, we built a horse racetrack. Which, by the way, we need to make the donkey expansion soon. Donkey expansion is happening. It's just a matter of when. It's not an if. It's a when. It's a we need it. Why? Because I want to get the fastest donkey in Minecraft.
Pleased to meet you.
Bring us back for the donkey race. Ollie, you wanna come back on? We can do a donkey. You can pick a donkey, you can pick a mule. No, we'll randomize it. We'll randomize it this time. No more just picking your steed. You get a random, you get a horse, you get a mule or a donkey. And and then you can pick from that stock of which one you want. That's what we'll do. I'll do an expansion to the track and clean it up. It'd be great. It'd be perfect. So I was thinking along here that this terrain, because it's kind of like it goes there and then it's kind of like a flatter line going across this way. Cheeky free cam so you can see better, but it's pretty flat. Like you see that, like it's kind of just So I was thinking here we could bring it out with the bend in the river, which makes sense for that. So I was thinking we kind of start bringing it out this way. And then it'll come back in and curve, and I don't know if I want to connect into there, if I want to go behind that and leave that as its own mound in the middle of like a random pit. I kind of like the idea of a random mound in the middle. It's like a river. It'll be like a little donut, almost reverse donut. So it'll be around there. We can have the lower area, and then I don't really use the squid farm, so we could flood it. Was that mythical sausage saying ching? No, it's all my alert sounds are from World of Warcraft. They're all either gnomes or goblins, or I think we have one with they're all just like dialogue voice lines from characters when you walk up to them. So like the ka-ching is, I think it's a goblin or something. A lot of them, like the nice to meet you is a gnome. There's one that's a warrior, or a human, and then I think we have a dwarf one in there too. I play that game way too much, y'all. I play that game way too much. Helen, thank you so much for the gift member. I really do appreciate it. Sam, thank you so much for the 24 months. I appreciate that. Otzi with the 19 months. Love the mountains. Here's to another 19 months of amazing content. To be determined if he is washed up. I don't know. Yeah, it's fair. But remember, toss a like to your flipper. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Does sound like sausage, though. I've never really thought about that. That's kind of funny. Okay, so let's just start. I'm thinking we can. So I was thinking we kind of have like a little bit of like a hill here, flatten almost a plateau, drop it a little bit, and then it'll carry back on up there. So let's say like that's 17 up here, and we can have like some stone work going around there, and then that will come back like boop 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 boop. I don't know. We're gonna just like loose plan this out today and see what we like. Actually, I'm gonna bring it up, have it steep up a little bit more, and we'll bring it back down ever so slightly. No. And then that can kind of come down. When is next hardcore episode? If I had an answer, I'd tell you. So that'll come back down to like there-ish.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hi, zombie. Yoink. What does SOS mean in the series? Why is it called that? I don't know. SOS is kind of like a, come save me, help me. And you're shouting SOS when you're dead. You need somebody to come revive you. Thought it was kind of a fun gag, but yeah. Z, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. How was I not already following you? I can't answer that question for you. Good. Hopefully you fixed it, though. Okay, so we're going to bring that down to here-ish. And then this can kind of... There's no crunch there. You're gonna build a cliff? Yeah, we'll have a bit of a cliff out on that side. I think I went a little lower than I really needed to, but that's okay. Easy. Now we just got to make sure that all of that grass does not grow up here. Like that's gonna be the difficult part. But we got to make sure we get our moss border in. I also want this to be a little bit taller than what we have over there. So I kind of just want to get this loose planned. We're probably not going to build all of it. English only in the chat, please. Ice Queens with 18 months. Came back to check on Twitch in 18 months. Thank you so very much. Love an SOS. Keep up the awesome work. Hey, I appreciate it. There might be a cheeky little SOS live stream event happening this weekend. Super little cheeky. Maybe something could be going on with a little live event thing, something out there. It could. You never know. Maybe. Could be. I kind of want this to like be coming up even steeper, but maybe we have like this flatter plateau to here, and then I want to start like I would love for the mountain hill to be coming up here. I feel like I'm just not getting the size on it yet, but I also think that's because we're kind of still in the beginning stages of we just need to get the oof. Great teasing, incredible work. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. I thought that could. I thought that would be pretty good. I thought people would get it from there. How do you trust yourself to build that high in hardcore? Because I'm so good at this game. Is that clear it up? Ignore that second part. Ignore the running face first into the block. Oh, is texturing the monolith mountain also going to be a project for this year? Yeah, I really want to finish that. We need to finish that one off. That's how you know you're a good Minecraft right there. You land the water bucket clutch and then you just smash right into something else. Oh, geez, that's good. But I did land the water bucket clutch. You can't say I didn't just YOLO son of the water bucket right there. How many totems have you been through? 1. We have popped 1 totem of Undying in this entire world so far. Had an absolutely horrible day at work. I'm so sorry. Hope you're able to take a break off here and enjoy and relax and move into the Wednesday afternoon, halfway through the week, hopefully. How? I randomly got glitched out while riding a strider, and it just kicked me off into the lava. And my wings got stuck in that. You know when you're in lava sometimes in Minecraft and it puts you in that weird, like, fluttering position, but, like, you're not actually flying, but you're, like, swimming? I got stuck in that, so I couldn't get my elytra to activate to help me get out. And thankfully, totems give fire resist, because otherwise that would have been a little spooky. Okay, I want to bring that. What do we want to do? Probably like a... Yeah, I haven't ridden on a strider since in this world after getting the advancement. Let's see. Distance by strider, 0.54 kilometers. You want to know what you need to be able to get the advancement? I think it's 0.5. Well, yeah, trees on the hillside. Yeah. There's going to be sparse tree coverage here, and as we get farther up, we might have some more forests and things. This is a... Sorry. Excuse you, cow. Tuck back one more time. You see what happens. That's what I'm waiting for the mace for. When you get things like that, you're like, all right, I'll show you what's up. And you just go up to the top and just, and smash. I did. Yeah. No, we did have a full-on glitch from a skeleton horse. That was not a fun one to deal with. That, I spent a solid... I don't hide this one, so for those who haven't watched the video, who are newer fans, I had a glitch with a skeleton horse where I logged out to go walk my dogs, because I was like, I need a break from this game. I've been grinding for a while. And I got glitched by a skeleton horse, and it inverted my Y level when I logged back in, still riding the skeleton horse, and it just put me in the void. It just straight up put me from... I was at like this level. I was like, yeah, because I mean, we're at 70 right now. I was at like positive 80 or something. I could even go find the clip of the replay footage. Where my Y level literally inverted when I logged in. You can see the horse at the top, and then all of a sudden it's below the void. So I reverted to a backup off of that one. Because I'm not losing this world because of a glitch of me logging out on a horse. So yeah, I've never reverted to a backup or anything other than that. Like, that's the only time it's ever happened. I've never even like been in hairy situations and logged out or anything like that. But yeah. Do you prefer donation platform? Whatever y'all want to support on, that's fine with me. Patreon and YouTube do give a much higher cut for the creator than Twitch does. So, I mean, if I had to say one, I'd say those two. But all in all, wherever you want to watch, and if you want to support financially, everything is a-okay with me. The game will lag sometimes when you go into the nether and crash, then put me in the overworld in the nether cores. Ooh. That could work out really well in some cases, or terribly in others. Glitch doesn't count. Yeah. Are you a bit paranoid about mounts now? I can tell you I've never logged out on top of a mount in Minecraft since then. I can tell you that for sure. So if we think about the ocean coming through there, we have the valley. That would probably mean we have a large amount of wind coming through here, correct? Any geologists who would know? As soon as YouTube allows special people gifting, I'll exclusively gift on YouTube, but until then, Twitch it is. Yeah, YouTube gifting, like I like it in theory, but in actuality, it's not as fun. Like, it's fun if you're a YouTube viewer and you get a gift sub or gift membership. Like, that's cool because you're like, sweet, all this watch time is paid off. But then it happens to the same people over and over again because they still, as soon as theirs expires, they're still in the top echelon of who has higher watch time. So then they just get another gift member. So it's kind of rough. So if you're somebody who shows up in every single stream on YouTube, more likely than not, you will almost always get a gift membership when they're given out when yours expires. I feel like there'd be a little lip or something from the side on the wind, although I'm not a rock person. That's swear. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so for the geologist people, I'm trying to figure out, we probably want this side to be a little bit more eroded. So kind of the slope going up there, and then that side can be a little bit firmer. Or not firmer, but just like less crumbled. Creators are benefited most when higher up. Getting into or from the bottom is harsh. In terms of, I'll become a mega fan at 1,000 members. It's final. I mean, okay, with 30 members, and we'll get a new mega fan. You heard him here. Gifted on YouTube are also toggleable, which is really weird. You can also turn off gift subs on Twitch too, which I really like. I turned that off. If you ever have been hanging on Twitch and you're like, when the heck did I get a gift sub to Minecraft Man 37? I've never watched Minecraft Man 37 before. Twitch now put a setting out to where you can get that turned off, because it's been weird. I've had people reach out to me on Twitter being like, hey man, I saw randomly you got given a random gift sub in my Minecraft stream. I just want to say thank you so much for watching and all the support and everything. I'm like, I just don't have the heart to tell them that I've never watched. It's just the algorithm decided to give it to me randomly because they say I also like Minecraft, so I might like watching them. Like, in theory, I get it. It's good for getting your new eyeballs on you, but also, I don't think I've ever tuned into somebody who has been, like, who I've gotten a random gift member from, where I don't already watch them. Yeah, I'm like, you do you, bud. Good job. Keep it up. Just can't break the news to him. I'm not that evil. I could be a little bit of a trickster sometimes, but I'm not evil. Come on now. You're kind of so great when I have to work. It occupies the perfect amount of my brain so I can focus on what I'm supposed to do. Isn't ADHD great? ADD? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I can't quite see how far away you are from the ocean, but I'm a fan of erosional formations, so why not go crazy with those? It's a wee bit of a distance. The ocean starts basically right there. Where that desert is, that's the start of ocean. That little beach, I guess. Not really a desert. So we're a good distance in. Like, it would have to kind of go up and down the valley and everything. So we're probably still working more on the line of water erosion than we would be off of like wind-based erosion, but that's okay. Oh, by the way, when my membership runs out, does my tree still stay near my name? No, if you're not actively a member, your tree will disappear. But if you become a member, it keeps track of those months already. So you never go back to a smaller tree. So if you're able to support every other month or something like that, eventually it'll just take twice as long, but you'll still be able to get the trees to grow and get a little bigger. Well, there's another shulker clear. No, YouTube doesn't do that gift membership
Pleased
thing,
to meet you.
thankfully. Billy Tofu, thank you so much for the 24 months, by the way. I really do appreciate that. 2 years, my dude. Thank you so very much. Enjoy the purple tree.
Pleased
And
to
Rune
meet
Buddy,
you.
thank you so much for becoming a supporter. Trisha, thank you so much for becoming a member. Hope you're doing well. It's looking pretty good. I kind of want like a few little erosion bits like leaching up a bit more. We need to definitely change things up down here. This does not spark joy. Oh, that's not a silk touch shovel. Or you know. So I'm thinking we kind of go to there, and then we do like a big. Maybe this will just be regular dirt.
Pleased to meet you.
You eat rocks. Depends. Depends on the flavor. So we're going to take that old line that we had down there, kind of follow along with that, and bring that into... We'll start bringing this up, and then we'll just add some rocks on top of it. In terms of real-life scale, that's probably too far for the trade winds, ocean winds. Ah, cool, cool.
Pleased to meet you.
But it is a mountain in what looks like not dry location, so regardless means yay erosion. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Athena, thank you so much for the 21 months. Thank you. Super treat still a super chill stream like this is what I needed today. Also, when do the trees go purple? It's really pretty. You're 3 months away. 24 months, 2 years is purple. 3 years, you get it turns light blue. 4 years, you go orange. Currently, nobody is beyond that, so it is impossible for me to add a 5th year one right now. YouTube only allows you to add if somebody is within like 2 months of hitting a thing. So, unlike Twitch, you can like preload all of them ever. But it's cool. Kate, also, thank you so very much for the 5 months. I hope Nova will be okay without her in the house today. Yeah, she's howling. She's howling downstairs. We're gonna go on a big WALK after. You could vary vegetation, make it bushy and forestry on one side and dry on the other side. That could simply imply wind and rain patterns. My idea is that the mountains are going to be so large up here that they're not really going to allow a lot of that moisture to seep into this land, which is kind of making it more arid highland biome, since all like the dried out grass, like being the wheat, and then also our dried out cover with actually using the path blocks there, just those a little bit more of the yellow tones. And then on the other side is a swamp biome. So we kind of just got to deal with those colors in there already. So I was kind of playing with the idea that a lot of that could just be more that we... So I think I'm going to bring this forward. I like the idea of a rock being here. How are you liking the new Stardew update? I am done with the community center bundle. I finished it on the plane. I did all that. It's been really fun. I'm working towards getting the boat to Ginger Island because I haven't even played since that. So I've been really enjoying Stardew Valley. It's been super fun. I kind of forgot how much I love that game. We'll let a lot of this just be regular grass blocks. Like, that's okay if the dirt turns. More when I want to stop it from going up the train and turning anymore. Ah, that's not dirt. I leave for 2 minutes. You built another mountain. I'm really quick. See, we built this whole world in an hour and 24 minutes. So we can't be taking too long. Come on now, you got to keep up. That one person who asked if this was a new world is just like, why am I the joke? Why am I the butt end of the joke the whole time? I'm like, you're not. We're just... It's a good bit. Sometimes chat gives good bits. And when chat gives a good bit, you gotta run the bit. I love a windy mountain area. Twisted or sideways growing trees, as well as knocked over ones, are really common. Yeah, I'm excited to get into the trees and everything here. I think those are gonna be cool. That'll work, and then we could bring that dirt even farther behind. See, this is how we double dirt. We just mold the terrain and we place blocks on top. Easy. That'll do. Actually, that's 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. I don't like that. We have to fix. Easy. Make a 1 in there somewhere. You build a section of the biome where people have set up a place to play the Highlands games. Maybe. I've been really inspired to do a very circular building style up here for whatever village that we throw in. I think that could be really fun. What that means quite yet, I don't know. But I just want like a bunch of like yurt style houses, but like more fortified, like still stone and all that. I kind of want to mess with like some jungle and granite in there too. I think could be fun, but we'll see. We'll see. We got a lot to get through before we even start thinking about the people living in this area. Terrain first, civilization later. I'm playing some Stardew Valley and listening to you. Nice, nice, nice. What do you mean? You're not playing Stardew Valley with like 30 wiki pages open? Are you even playing Stardew Valley? You have to have full concentration in that game. Every single 10 seconds, you're losing 10 minutes on your day. And if you're not min-maxing all of it, are you even playing? Just saying. Stardew is free? Nope. But it's very inexpensive. It's an indie game, and the developer is an amazing person who deserves all of the support. So you should definitely purchase the game if you would like to play it. I'm watching you and just won the annual fishing competition. Nice, 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 nice. The ice fishing, or are you in like trout derby or the squid hunt? I'm about to get to the winter squid. The squid hunt starts. I think I'm like 1 day shy of that right now. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Thinking what's in here, we can just... take that back. We'll have to work our way over here with the dirt mining. We'll come into this region eventually and start tearing it all out. The Terraforming really reminds me of where they meet the wargs in Lord of the Rings: The Hobbit. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Why am I doing that? I have my bed on me. I don't need to fly away. We spotted a dart. Saved it. I'm making a map in World Painter while I play because ADHD is. So I feel that entirely. Hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, the Lord of the Rings world is beautiful, and aren't they all just filmed in New Zealand? So it's hard to go too terribly wrong with that one. Yeah, I wouldn't say outside of the general fantasy bits that Lord of the Rings has created, I wouldn't say that I'd go like super heavily inspired by them, but as far as using fantasy races and things, yes. But I try and re-envision them in my own style, just to get away with a few, away from a few of the stereotypes that a lot of the original fantasy races were kind of built around. So I try and re-envision them and doing different things, but still very much keeping it in I just want to make a fun Minecraft build, like, and have an excuse for having a certain build style or something like that. So yeah, I mean, the stuff Lord of the Rings had, like the elven cities and everything, are really cool. It's also one of those that so many of those have been done 1,000 times over in Minecraft, which they're done well. Like, a lot of them are done really, really well, but I don't want to be doing things that people have already done in Minecraft. Like, because my brain subconsciously is going to be going off inspiration of stuff that I've seen before, whereas I kind of want to be in the realm of creating my own stuff. Inspiration is good to have, but I just don't want to like subconsciously be copying somebody without really realizing it. It's beautiful down there. Really need a reason to visit. I know. My brother lived in Australia for a little while, and he went to visit. I'm like, I'm so jealous. Have you watched the Dune movies? Yes. Yeah. Yes. They're good. The first one's definitely a bit slower than the second, but I still think it was good. It's a very cinematic movie. Like, if you're not there for the cinematography, you're probably not going to enjoy it, because it's not the fast-paced action movie that a lot of people are used to and that Hollywood is really producing now. Like, I really like that Dune took the approach of, you know what, we're just going to let things sit. Why? Because we can. And I think that was so cool. I think they did a really good job in that. It's just a beautiful, beautiful movie. They're getting a total eclipse in 2 years, so you go for that. True. SOS video coming out tomorrow. How are we looking at this? I think it's very different from what we have over there, which is a little worrying. So I think we need to add a few more bits kind of connecting up to the top. But also maybe we just like do another rock right down here. What's up, Diana? Welcome on in. Too round. I like them to be a little angular. Well, not angular, but just not round, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for. Custom azalea trees, then having a custom lush cave below it. Yeah, maybe one day. I use azalea leaves so much in trees and everything that I already do. A lot of my tree building is less of I'm trying to make a custom version of this existing Minecraft tree, and it's turning more into trying to make a certain real life tree in Minecraft. So I use a lot of the existing leaves in really weird ways. Like I have one that I would love to bring into this world that I just have not found a good place to do it with yet, where I have a custom pine tree that's made for a warmer biome, kind of like this, that is very big. Let me see if I have it in here. Yeah. I mean, this is the medium one, and you can see the size difference on the large one. So we might add a few of those around here. I can't really move it. Maybe if can I come over here? Placement, move to player. No, that's gonna move to. We're gonna do this. There we go. Now it's floating. But yeah, so this is a pine tree with acacia warped fences for some reason, because I wanted to contrast the leaves. We have mossy cobblestone, which I might change out for a sort of a tough wall for these moving forward since we have access to those now. And then it's just acacia leaves going up to the top. And I love the thing. Like, I think a few of those dotted around here in various places, I think it'd be cool. The problem is right now is that it's about as tall as the terrain. And it's about half as tall as the mountain. So that mountain needs to go up before it makes sense to add in any trees like that. I didn't unload it. I just removed placement. So there we go. Like a blue spruce. A little bit. Yeah, a little. If we had blue leaves, dude, I'd be making... The blue spruce tree is one of my favorite trees ever. Like IRL. We have 2 in our yard. Oh, I love them. They're so cool. The previous homeowners, they love trees. They would put trees. There's so many trees in our property. So many. And they're all like decorative little like Japanese maples and things like that, which are beautiful. But oh my God, there's so many trees. But they did add a few of the blue spruces, which I'm just like, yes, so cool. And there's one at the end of our street that's like probably 40 feet tall. Just a massive blue spruce tree. And I love it so much. It's so cool. My pine is too much realistic, and this is bad because my other buildings, like in fantasy or animation style. I mean, having a realistic tree in a fantasy world that's probably not bad. Oh, I need to test something. Did those ominous bottles get added into the experimental features? Or does it still give... Okay, so it still gives bad omen. Okay. My plan is still a go. Cow! I just want to talk. I hope eventually we're going to get some autumn colored leaves. I think that'd be fun. How do you build them big builds? Slowly start at a smaller scale and work your way up. And be willing to take a lot of time to work on it. It's not going to be done in a day, I can tell you that much. Yeah, there's a new potion coming in. There's a few new effects coming in, actually, which are pretty cool, if I do say so myself. But one of them is that pillager captains, instead of giving you bad omen, they now will give you an effect that is simply, or they will give you a potion that if you drink the potion, it's an ominous bottle, and if you drink the bottle, you will get bad omen or ominous, whatever. I can't remember the actual name of it now. And that, if you walk into a village, will trigger a raid. But it also now will trigger an ominous trial chamber. Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? I built this mountain. You think you can beat me on a mountain that I built? Sucker. Come on now. Guy stood no chance. And we need more dirt. No, stone. We have dirt. We actually need more dirt too. But yeah, so now you get this potion that when you drink it, and then you can get the ominous vaults, which give better loot. And that is how you get the heavy core now to make the mace. So you got to be good at the game instead of just farming a little baby trial spawner. You got to upgrade it to the big boy ominous trial spawner, which makes things harder. Best believe we're just gonna run in there. I'm looking up nothing about it on purpose. You best believe as soon as those things come out, I'm gonna be posting a video and I'm just gonna be running. I'm just gonna go get an ominous potion and we're just gonna wing it. That's gonna be the first experience with the trial chamber. But anyways, what I was gonna say, my plan, because that is a massive nerf to raid farms. And obviously I use a raid farm because it is a absurd way to get millions of emeralds. I have that ENX04 raid farm design, so I use that thing if I need a lot of emeralds. And I'm gonna do a big session there, probably like upgrade the storage 3-4 times over and then chill there for a few hours and just get as many emeralds as I can, because I understand that they're overpowered and I want them to be nerfed, but also I don't like going through the process of getting emeralds. I find it so tedious and boring of just sitting there in a menu screen looking at villagers and trading, which is why I set up a raid farm. I don't like to automate the game away, but when I could save so many hours, keep hitting the wrong button. I'm rusty. I'll do it because that means more videos for you all. But I'm still sticking to like no tree farms and everything and the grind. I've realized for me, if I am only just placing blocks, I get bored. I'm one of those rare people that actually enjoy the grind of Minecraft. So I need to have all that to be relevant. Why is it a nerf to raid farms? So the way raid farms work is that when you spawn a raid, a bunch of pillager captains spawn, right? Which then gives you, by killing one of them, you get bad omen again. And now, instead of getting bad omen automatically, will you be AFK just farming at your raid farm, you're now going to have to pause and drink a potion to spawn your next raid. So like the ENX04 raid farm glitches out, spawns like 6 raids at once. They all get spawned in, they go down there to the base, and then you kill them. And from my understanding, I haven't checked it out in game yet, but I've heard other people say that like that's just not going to work anymore because you won't get that next wave automatically spawning. You'll have to pause, drink your potion, start it up again, and go and go and go. As someone that needs to limit repetitive motions, I don't want raid farms nerfed too badly. Somebody's going to make up a new one, but you're probably not going to see those 500,000 emeralds per hour raid farm designs that you can get right now. Like I'm sure somebody will come up with a design for one that makes them still usable. They're not going to go away. They're just going to be less efficient, which to me, I think is good. I think it comes in terms of risk versus reward. In time put in for the reward you get out of it. Where to get a raid farm set up and all that takes about 2 hours, and then you just never need to do anything again. So by slowing that down, it'll make other projects that take a little bit longer to get going still have that payoff reward. Like I did the massive drown farm, right? That thing way the heck over that way. Right, it's like right over there. That big ugly thing. It took forever to make. So many people are like, why didn't you just make the ENX04 copper farm? It gives better rates anyways. Well, mine gives nautilus shells, mine gives tridents, mine's also pretty much future proofed because I'm not abusing any weird game mechanic that Mojang might eventually be like, this is a little too cheeky. We're gonna tone this down a touch. So like for me, I also got to have a fun project out of it. I actually did enjoy making that thing. Times splash potion from a dispenser or something might work. I don't think you can turn them into splash potions. You support beating kids? I mean, in video games, yeah, don't hold anything back. Outside of that, why would you even ask that question? I mean, they got to learn. If you just let them win, they're not going to actually get good at the game. They're going to stay trash. You gotta come on now. It's called good parenting. You gotta beat your kid in Smash Bros like 1,000 times over, and then they'll learn how to do a few combos, and then you have somebody you can play video games with endlessly because they'll be able to compete. I'm saying. And I haven't been able to convince my wife to start playing WoW with me, so if I can convince a future kid to do it, and we'll just eventually they'll learn how to be good at the game. And then, we can do dungeons and stuff together. And they need to learn frustration control. Exactly. My dad, my sister, and I in Mario Kart. Oh, you best believe they were never beating me in Mario Kart. Oh, I'm not letting. They will. They're even coming close to that finish line. Green shell. Bam. Not even a red shell. Just straight green shell. The full BM. Just lining up the skill shot and taking it. They'll be like, Dad, please. I'm like, no, you get second place. I need my 60 points for my trophy. Sarah, thank you so much for the 15 months. Also, Ginny, I think I missed it, but thank you so much for the 5 months a little while ago. Martin from New Zealand. Ooh, hello. I play WoW with my mom. There you go. There you go. All my other friends that I play WoW with won't play Classic anymore, so I'm all alone. They're like, no, the level cap got moved up. I don't want to play anymore. I'm like, but guys, we go do dungeons. What do you think about the mace? I think it'd be fun for gimmicks. Outside of that, I don't think I'm going to use it. Like, I'm not at the point where I will actively just keep the mace on me. I think sweeping edge from the sword for general Minecraft play is going to be a lot better. It's the same way that even though the axe does more damage, it's just not as good as the sword in most situations. There are certain situations, like fighting a wither, where your Smite 5 axe is going to decimate the wither, and it's very worth it. But outside that, I just will never use an axe for combat, just because the sword makes it simpler. It might not be the most damage per second, but it's easier. I will not let anybody in my family or extended family beat me at Mario Kart, or else I will disown myself. We went to, I think I mentioned on stream a while ago, we went to meet up with some friends and did a Mario Kart tournament night. Because somebody was talking big game in Mario Kart, so we went to go play and mess around and see what they were doing. And they're like, okay, just to get started, we're going to do a 100cc tournament. And I was like, I can't remember the last time I played 100cc. Like, I actually don't think I know how to play Mario Kart at 100cc. It's so slow. And I won 3 out of the 4 races in that one. No. I won 2 out of 4 in that, but one of them I got 4th or 5th. So somebody else won first by like a single point. They won by a single point. I was just like, okay, fine. Now let's try the real game of we're going to 150 because that's where true Mario Kart is played. And that's a fact. 200 you can play, but 200 is for like the super pro and the speed racing and like the time trials and everything. But if you want to have like a good Mario Kart time with friends, like you're playing at 150, let's be honest. And then I was able to destroy at 150. Oh, nobody stood a chance. You're planning on trying a different game over on Twitch, as you said. If I ever find the free time, I just don't want to. I'll be honest, I don't want to work more. And I know you're like, but you're just going to be playing a video game. No, it's not the same. There is me sitting in my office, fully just back like this, playing a game, and just not thinking, not talking to anybody, and just silently working on my little Stardew Valley farm. And then there's content creation mode, where I actually got to talk and interact. That's not Moss. My scroll wheel on my mouse, I think, is breaking again. It keeps, like, back scrolling. There's two different states. Both are good. Both have their reason for being there. But I've been really valuing the I'm not working right now state. And I don't really want to create more content than what I'm already creating, if that makes sense. Love hanging out with y'all, but like, I just also want to play games and chill.
Pleased to meet you.
Verb with knife, thank you so much for the 2 months. Hope you're doing well today. You play music while building, like in game? Dude, I'm bumping. I'm one of those people who I cannot focus. There's a reason why my wife and I can never work in the same office space together. I mean, I still have my headphones in because recording sound, and I don't want to ruin it in case I need to randomly talk and get a clip or something. But like, I will have a YouTube video on this screen. I got Spotify playing, and we're going. Sometimes it'll be a stream instead of a YouTube video. But yeah, no, I'm unless I have that, I just don't focus well unless there's a lot of, like, the more background noise going on. None of them are ever that, like, loud, so they're not, like, the full focus, but just having that noise there helps me focus a lot more. Which probably, means, like, pretty ADHD, but, Which, yeah, voice chat vibes where nobody is doing much talking is top tier. Yeah, where everybody is in a voice chat, so they're in there so they can focus. My problem with that is that eventually I'll be like, wait, but we could talk. And then I actually, when I need to go get work done, I'm like, but I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm catching up with people I don't talk to all the time. And then I get no work done. Today though. Did YouTube chat break again? Did I get to see the eclipse? I didn't. No, I not in person at least. I watched the NASA live stream that they did. That was pretty cool to see it. And actually like have people in there talking about it and explaining what that was going on and all the science that they were doing. I was like, that's pretty sweet. I'm down. But no, it did not. I was like looking out in where it was like the time it was supposed to be partially visible from Seattle, and we just had full cloud coverage, so couldn't see anything there, and also you didn't even notice it get any darker because full cloud coverage, so it's already pretty gray here anyways. So did it again. I like that. I actually really like that. I'm happy we did that. Have it come down a little bit.
Pleased to meet you.
And then it's going to continue up there. I like that. This is good. I think that helps to kind of balance things a little bit more. Y'all can't see it. That's actually behind my face cam. There. It's looking better. Even Black Widow has a question. I did see Snoopy on there at one point. I was like, get it, Snoopy. Get that bag.
Pleased to meet you.
I think this is pretty good. We got a good extension coming out here. Okay, the part that we're going to come into here is I need to figure out a way without making it super obvious for the moss to make a solid line. Ooh, we gotta do a little stoppy stop right here. Maybe we do like a rock. We could have some more rocks built in. Moss plus rock equal grass no grow. It's a butter boy. It's a tanky butter boy. Okay. Not you too. I think I hit him right as the fire tech damage did, so it didn't actually hurt him. Rocks do rock. You're right, May. Wish I knew fWhip during COVID. Life would be complete. I mean, you can go watch all the videos. If you ever need more entertainment, you know. But yeah, probably not quite the same ability to just binge watch content anymore. That's been such a weird thing getting used to as a creator of like COVID views. I mean, I'm not going to hide it. Like COVID, it's probably pretty obvious for anybody who thinks about it. For YouTubers, COVID, even though the ad rates were down, channels blew up because everybody was stuck at home. You had nothing to do, so you watch YouTube videos, which is kind of why that I was very much going on the approach of it of like, I'm going to make a lot of content for people who are stuck at home. They can have something to watch. So I worked a lot during COVID. Like that's kind of why I've been taking this little bit of a chiller approach in recent months and trying to take a step back, is because I am very aware of how much I actually worked during that time period and was doing like 70-80 hour weeks because there's nothing else I could do. So I was like, I'll just keep making videos because people are going to watch them. But yeah, so it's a weird one. That'll work. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, no. Oh yeah, but yeah. So channels did super well for everybody who was like making videos during that time. If you were able to get on the trends, like super successful. I mean, I think over COVID I gained close to 500,000-600,000 subscribers. If you ever need a stone farm, try the 6 design. No, we got stone. We got stone. Don't even worry. I picked up 237,000 stone. I got over 100,000 stone just sitting in boxes somewhere. We got stone. Don't even fret. Yeah, that was a interesting period. I'm very, like, outside of the loss and everything, like the absurdity of the world being shut down, I'm very interested to see like the social studies that happen in the semi-near future of people really being able to analyze how lifestyles change and how it affects cultures moving out of it. Because I think that's going to be big. Like, I think there's a lot of things that people realized were, I didn't need dirt, I needed stone. Like, look at the business world changing so much, as it should be, because it was very archaic. But now so many people are like, no, a big priority for me is the ability to work from home. Like, I don't need to be in the office every day. If anything, being in the office actually makes me less productive. Like, so many people have had that realization, which is great that there is the ability to do that. And now people are pushing for that to be something that workplaces support, which is very important. Every single job I've had before I became a full-time YouTuber, I made sure in my contract I had the ability to work from home at least 2 days a week. It didn't work out very well in the first one because they kind of did a little gotcha, so I couldn't do it. But I was at the second job. I was like, if I can prove that I'm working better and more efficient than other people on the team, like, I want my work from home days. Because it was so important for me for, like, my own mental health. And it's cool to be able to see so many companies. Unfortunately, a lot of companies are like, haha, no, back in the office now. But it's cool seeing a lot of companies that are starting to be like, wait, no, this is important. If employees are happy, employees more productive. Good for company. And then you get the CEOs who are like, wait, but I spent hundreds of millions of dollars on a lease for this office space. If I don't fill it, my shareholders will be mad at me. Let me punish my workers. But, you know, that's fine. That's my anti-corporate for the day. So, but anyways, I'm interested to see kind of the studies that come out of it of how society has changed after, in the aftermath of all of it. I thought you went on vacation. How was it? It was great. It was really, really nice. I only got a little sunburned, so big win. Big win. Show me on the W2 where you were. Oh no. Yeah, we can just leave that as a flatter section. That's okay. Easy. Then we can take this rock. I like this rock. This rock can come back this way. No, don't fall. No. Thank you. Thank you, no. It does have benefits not work from home, and only work from home is sad. From somebody who has only been working from home for 5 years now, it works for me. It works really well for me. But I will say I enjoyed some time in the office until I got into a more senior role on the team, and the manager at the time decided that instead of them, the manager I had, she went out on maternity leave, which great for her. I'm so happy she's able to do that. And then the new manager that came in was not familiar with the product that we had, that they hired. We needed a new manager anyways, and just got hired at the same time as the old manager left for her leave. And then it turned into a case where the new manager knew nothing, didn't know how to train anybody, didn't know how to do any of that stuff. So they just kind of were like, you can do it. You know the product in and out, so you can train people on how to support the product. And I was like, I mean, I guess, sure. And then I was like, so that means I have to do less other work, right? Because, like, if I'm training people, then I don't have time to do my own work. So, like, we can take that back. And they're like, we'll just see how that goes. Like, we'll just see. We'll play it by ear. If you need to adjust, we'll talk later. They never let me to adjust to a lesser workload. Hence the reason why I didn't stick around too long.
For real.
And then that turned into, for me, I was just like, okay, so my work from home days actually became the days where just nobody asked me questions and I was able to get my own stuff done. Well, like, we had a ticket system. Like, I worked in like IT and like on customer facing positions and like things like that. So like I had a lot of accounts that I managed for some pretty large customers. And I was like, all right, well, I can't help grow the whole team and then also at the same time be answering all these high level tech questions. I need hours to dive into the logs and figure out what's going wrong. Like,
Pleased to meet
we can't
you.
do both. like come on, y'all. Like 1 + 1 is you're trying to make it add to 3 right now, and that's not possible. And then yeah, so my work from home days just turned into days where nobody bothered me, and so those were the days that I actually worked. The other days I was just sitting there asking questions, because at the same time they doubled the size of the team. So we had a manager who didn't know how to do things that was supposed to be responsible for training. Then we had like 12 new hires that weren't getting trained, and they could only ask me questions because nobody else was willing to help them. So, you know, it's great. It's so fun. Isn't it so fun? Corporate America is awesome. Not. Havoc Tracks, thank you so much for the 25 Raiders, not months, Raiders. That's welcome. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. One of our lovely moderators. If you have not checked out Havoc, they are a lovely individual. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. That's way too straight. Yeah, Liz, sorry if that was a little too triggering. You're like, I already deal with it all day. I don't want to deal with it now. Okay, so no grass should be able to grow up here, because that is for safety. We do that. If grass gets loose and covers this terrain, everything's over. Be freaking out. Don't want to be freaking out. Are we good to here? I think we're... Yeah, nothing can get up through there. Nothing can jump the water, so at least if anything, we only replace this. Finally home and made it to watch stream. Well, come on in, Jinxie. Good to have you. Congrats on fleeing the IT insanity, dude. I know more about VoIP systems than I ever want to know about VoIP systems. Which, for troubleshooting and fixing the Minecraft proximity voice chat mod, I got you. Man, I've had to fix on that for servers that we run. Oh, all that knowledge is still stuck up in here. The reason why I got stuck doing the admin stuff for our series a lot is that I actually know what I'm talking about. Yeah, for the folks who are just coming in now, we're just kind of messing around with the terrain today. I realized that I really did not like what I had. So we're kind of going through a bit of a re-envisioning process here. Granted, we're working on new things now, but we spent the first hour or so on stream redoing a lot of the stonework at the start.
Keep it real.
And are now kind of coming back in and starting to detail out some further sections over here and just take things up further. Because there wasn't a whole lot of clarity to the terrain, which I was not really enjoying a whole lot. So it was just too noisy. So we're toning down the noise a bit. And a lot of the noise was coming from just small rocks and small grass patches throughout. So we're kind of normalizing it. And bigger rocks, bigger boulder grass patches, that sort of stuff. Just trying to make it something that from a distance is easier on the eyeballs to view. Because from a distance, it was fine up close, but from a distance, it was not fun to look at. There was just too much going on. It was hard to see any of the detail. Janisha, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Everybody's stopping by today. Welcome on in, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I literally was just giving a recap, so hopefully you all heard that one. How's it going? How's it going? What have you been up to recently? I don't think I've stopped by and lurked in one of your streams since you're working on the transforming the deep dark. What's going on in the hardcore worlds over there for you now? Didn't know I wasn't already following. Yeah, it's all good. I haven't streamed on Twitch for 2 years. I started streaming here again like, I don't know, a month ago, something like that. So it's all good. It's all good. Okay. That looks pretty good. I like that rock. That's a good rock. You know a good rock when you see one. Work on the hardcore world, still transforming the ancient city. Alrighty. Yeah, that's a big dig. That's a big dig right there. Let's do that. Just give it a extra little bit. Well, for those who are jumping in, I started a stupid terraforming project. Why? Because I love stupid terraforming projects. Yeah, I know how it sounds. Yeah, so we're kind of working on creating our own custom biome on top of multiple biomes. So we already have a mountain that we built back there a long time ago. And we're just kind of growing off of it. That's kind of coming through here. We cleaned up the river. We're working on all of this right now. Have you seen any of this stuff in this hardcore world? The world tree. Oh, Litematica is showing. We're looking at trees recently. Big old world trees over there. My starter base is actually that house right over there. And so we're just kind of working a little to the north as we got a lot of stuff going on. We're almost a day 6,500. I need to pause that. We're getting a replay footage building right now. You're just glutton for punishment. I mean, I already built a world tree with like 70,000 azalea leaves on it. Of course I'm going to keep building more. We got a big old city here that we're working on, just creating different things. Lots of fields and farmlands. And my goal is to create, I always call it an interconnected medieval fantasy world. So this is kind of home base, Project Land 1. We've been working here for a lot. We've done some stuff in the Nether. We've done some stuff in the End. We've have a desert region that we're slowly building out and everything like that. So we just got a lot of cool builds here. Where's your map hall? That castle right there leads to the map hall. This here is actually a pillager outpost that we transformed. So you can see they're all chilling down here. They get a little angry if we get too close. Trapped a ravager in there. This was the original pillager outpost I used to get bad omen from for my original raid farm, which the raid farm I hid down here in the middle of like a Stonehenge type thing. And that's the original villager from it. He's still alive. So I wanted to transform the castle to keep it relevant and kind of update it for builds that we're doing here. This mountain hides a creeper farm. That's the output of a ghast farm, and just some stuff in the end. I don't know, it's just a little thing. I do want to revisit. I got the ideas. The ideas are flowing. We transformed this village out here because there's a flower forest biome, hence all the tulip fields. So all these little houses over here are automatic flower farms for every different type of tulip, so we can get dyes and things. This is a massive horse racetrack. I think it's themed after one of the F1 racetracks. I think it was San Antonio. I can't remember. But yeah, so we got all that stuff. We worked on breeding up the fastest possible horse in Minecraft there, hence all the extras over there who are living out their happy day in the pasture below the mountain. Noted, I like the idea of the flower farm houses. Yeah, I try and not have any exposed farms anymore. I'm trying to hide all of them in something and give them a reason. But I'm also, I've had the approach since the start of this world, and I'm going to start reinforcing it more, is I want every single build that I make and farm that I make to be somewhere else in the world so that we want to go and explore and go back to it. I don't want to just build a Minecraft world where I go back and just live out of my mega storage room and with a bed tucked in the corner. I want to be like experiencing the different builds. And for me, a way of doing that simply is just put the builds somewhere where I need to go back to. So like out in the desert, we got a few farms out there right now that we can go, and that's like where I go and chop down jungle logs, and I chop down acacia trees if we need them for builds and things like that. So I also try to not fully automate everything in the game. So no auto tree farms outside of nether trees and mangrove trees, because let's be honest, they are terrible to gather and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to spend their time chopping down mangrove trees or nether trees. If the nether like warp blocks and things like that, and the nether warp block, if those despawned, I would do it. I would do it. But I don't want to chop a tree down and then have to deal with grabbing the hoe and breaking down all the fungus that's on the tree itself. Nah, not fun. Not fun. So we have auto tree farms for those. Outside of that, no auto tree farms.
Pleased to meet you.
Let's do a little hint of moss. So all the dirt up here, we're slowly turning into path blocks to get a really cool like yellowy terrain look. I did make a custom texture for the side. I'm not sure if I love it yet or not. We're just kind of letting it sit. Paisley, how was I not following? I don't know. Good thing you fixed it, hopefully. Or you could just be saying that and be like, but I'm not going to.
Stream in the CISO took me ages to get out of the IT rat race. Totally worth the wait to get to the top.
I wonder, Bear, congrats on getting up there, and thank you for the donut, my dude. I appreciate it. Maximus Bulldozer, thank you so much for 13 months. Copper Farm. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I mean, I think the Copper Farm is one of my best builds I've ever made. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, just like, look at this thing. Just hold, please. I swear, it's like right over here. Just like right. Okay, maybe it's a little farther than I thought it was. Ah, see? It's right here. I told you, it's so close. I don't know what more you could want from me. This is the best Minecraft build I think I've ever done. I mean, look at the top-down view. It's just gorgeous. And they're already waiting here for us. Look at all of them. And you get a nice little repair on the tools and everything. Just do a quick little repair here. I think, yeah. I will say, seeing the farm work is one of my favorite things. Like, you can just see, like, all of the drown just getting thrown up here. It's so fun. I love this farm. Have you seen the new paintings? Yeah, we're looking at them at the start of stream today. They're so cool. I love them. Like, look at all this drown coming through. And then, and hold, please. Hold. They're just working their way through the nether. They'll be here with us in a moment. Zoom up. Dude, it's, yeah, I mean, what more could you want? That's beautiful. Yeah, there's a bunch of new paintings that got revealed in a pre-release today, or snapshot or something. Look at this. Look at this farm. It takes a minute for it to really speed up, but you know, this thing is just like endlessly flowing drown. Drown become liquid. I mean, look at them all dropping in here. Ever need copper? Bam. Done. The drown be like, I go up. My people need me. There's turtle shells I can eat. Look, he's got trident right there. I mean, the best part about this farm is that you can run it endlessly and you won't crash your game. Take that, ENXO Copper Farm. And this one's easy. Easy. And look at all them tridents. Look at all that. It even comes with chicken and feathers. Rotten flesh for days. Nautilus shells. A little copper. And now you can see the terrifying sounds of 100 drowned. I was getting so many items out of it that I actually had to split the storage. I think this is my backup for the emerald problem once the raid farms get nerfed. I'm just gonna double this because right now I just have extra rotten flesh going in there. But if we just double that, make another category for rotten flesh on either side, the rotten flesh fills up so fast, y'all. If you kill these things with looting, they give like 2 or 3 rotten flesh each. So we'll just do this. We'll make a giant something somewhere. Fill it up with clerics. So I think there's... You also buy redstone from them, right? Clerics are redstone and rotten flesh. So yeah, we can create a giant redstone factory that we just trade rotten flesh and we create redstone. Because I use so much redstone. Why do you even store it? Because I might need it eventually later, maybe. Who knows? Do you want to see the fun side, though? Do you want to see the cool side? Can you make a diamond farm with trial chambers now? It's not efficient. It's faster to go mining.
How are they?
They're good. Rick Stacy, thank you so much for the dono. They're doing good. Koda's got a little bit of an upset tummy. The dog... Well, the problem with the treats is the dog sitters were giving them too many. Look at this. This is my favorite view of the whole thing. They push each other out, and then they fall down, and then they go whoop back in, and then they go woo and meet us up at the top. And then we use redstone to decorate. Exactly. Dude, I gotta make so many crafters. We're gonna make so many crafters. 3-step emerald farm, but yeah. Kill, drown, trade for emerald, trade. Actually, I guess that's 2-step. 2-step. You're right. I was thinking 3-step redstone farm. Yeah, the doggo's got a few too many Treatos, and Koda's tummy is a little sensitive to begin with, and he's got his tummy's a little upset right now. Nether tree? Haven't done a nether tree yet. Haven't figured it out. I don't know if I want to, is the thing. I would love to do something like in the nether itself, because I think you could create just this amazing cave biome to exist in, but I'm also like, I don't know if I really want to do it quite yet. I think we're gonna have a crafter crafting crafters. Mostly so I can join in on the meme of a crafter crafting a crafter. And don't you get an advancement off that? I think you do. So we gotta do it. There weren't really enough advancements that I care too much about right now, because I mean, what are we missing? Wow, I haven't done that yet. There's still a monster I haven't killed? Oh, I haven't. Does that count the warden? What have I not killed? Because we had that before. Does that count a warden? I haven't killed a warden yet, so it could be that. We might have to go kill a warden. Zombie Hoglin. No, we got Zoglin. We got Zoglin. We got Zoglin. Zoglin, I bet. Please. It's warden. It does not count warden. Okay. What have I not killed? Do I see anything on here? What was added in the new update? Bogged are not in the game yet. It's hostile mobs, so not a bat. Slime. I think we've killed a few slime. It's zombie horse. Zombie hearts are not in there. Endermite? No, we got Endermite on here. Because I had the advancement. I've done this advancement, and then in a new update they added something. Ocelot's got us hostile? No. Because I'm on experimental now, does it... Are trial chambers in my world? Wait. I might have to enable this. Wait. Are trial chambers in this world now? No, we've got Vex. It's probably the breeze. If the experimental features adds trial chambers, then it'd be a breeze. You killed a cat? Maybe. I thought it was an advancement for killing one of everything. OMG, the Ender Dragons. Yeah, we killed all 20. Yeah, what else are we missing? That's not advancements. The end, we've got everything there because they haven't added anything in years. We've got everything in that one. Those are data packs. We've got everything in there, obviously. Nether, we have everything except the we don't have any of the super hidden advancements yet. I haven't bothered with those because they're so time consuming. But I do like a little advancement hunting every now and then. Wow. Zombie chicken. No, that's just a baby zombie on a chicken. It's not a unique mob. It probably is the breeze. I think Hermitcraft uses a data pack to get rid of trial chambers. Oh, interesting. So they do spawn in here. That's okay. I just won't go to them until 121 releases. With the chunks, I'm going to delete chunks before that gets here anyways, because I like that stuff closer to home, and I don't like my world to be super ever-expandingly massive, so... I don't use a chunk map to find anything, but I do go in and everything that is more than 800 blocks away from anything I've built, I will delete the chunks. Because I want this world to have things closer to home and not need to go 90,000 blocks out in a direction because I've explored it all looking for something random. How do you delete chunks? There's third-party programs you can use for it. If you just... I have a few videos on it. You can even just look up how to delete chunks in Minecraft and you'll probably find one of mine videos. What's the free cam mod called? Free cam. Free cam without the space. You're missing Armadillo. The breeze would be 2 less mobs of bogged and breeze. True. But Armadillo's not a hostile mob. So it can't be Armadillo because it's a hostile mob. So maybe the bogged aren't added in yet. The amount that I'm tempted to just like copy this world and open cheats and see if the new summon eggs are in. I just wanted the pretty blocks. I didn't care about all that stuff. But it will help if I can stay on this version longer if I do have the features. Why is Frog on the list then? I mean, we're looking at all the mobs that I've killed. That's just under stats. That's not the advancement list. Two different things. I do have a swamp nearby. A panda can't be angry. No, pandas don't count. Oh, we went way high on this. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Put like a little rock over here, which would explain why this got lifted so much. When in doubt, rock. Unless you already have rock nearby, then think maybe not rock. What the? Shift glitched out. Weird. Gotta be the breeze while the bog skull is not in the game. Yeah, probably. I just hope the experimental features tag doesn't like auto update. That's definitely a hope. We'll find out. And also doesn't mess up the world. That'd be pretty sad if it did. I'm fully prepared to have to disable experimental features and lose all the Tuff bricks and then just use something to spawn them back in and fix the builds if I have to. Not that I want to do it, but like I was like, This matters enough to me for my own personal motivation that if I need to restore backed up chunks or something to where the blocks exist, I'll do that. I just want to have fun building in this game. Like I'm never gonna break away from the hardcore things, but if my brain is so attached to using a certain type of block for building right now that I literally can't get because it's not in the game yet, yeah, I'm gonna do the thing that allows me to get access to the block. Today you gave me some tips on how to improve my building in hardcore in Minecraft hardcore. Thanks so much. Hey, good luck, dude. Glad you got something useful. This is the first update in a while, not adding a new biome. Yeah, I'm okay with that though. I don't think a new biome every single update is needed. I would rather they spend time fleshing out and improving the game and making things better versus doing something like a mangrove swamp that they added so much detail to that it legs the game and I don't want to go to it. So I know the mangrove swamp was just added. I love mangrove wood. Like, mangrove wood is great. It's so cool. It's such a good red tone that we just did not have before. And the new door and trap. I love the trapdoor. The trapdoor is fantastic. But tell me, who here has based in a mangrove swamp? I just, like, if you've ever based in a mangrove swamp in Minecraft, like, and like long term, not I built a house in a mangrove swamp and then I left, but like, have you ever long term based in a mangrove swamp? Because I know Shelby did on Empires and she liked it for the aesthetic, but in reality it was so laggy. It was not fun. Like, sure, they added a biome, but it was a biome that you went to, you got the stuff and you took it back, and you never go back. You never went back to live in it and do things around it. And other than that, you got your frogs, you got your mangrove propagules, and you dipped out and you never went back unless you need mud, and then you destroy the biome and take it with you. Like, if that's what we're getting out of a new biome being added into the game, I'd rather they focus on doing other things that improve the game itself than just a place in the world where I'm also not going to be building. I don't know. That's my take on it. Yeah, you have to do so much work to clear a mangrove swamp in order to build there. Like, Shelby and I in Empires Season 2 had the deal where I could just go over and take as many mangrove roots as I wanted because I was the only person on the server who was making them work in builds because I was using them as the wall in Gobland. And so it worked out because she had so many of them from literally just clearing out a space to put a house down. That she was like, please come and take them. Just get rid of them. I'm like, okay, free mangrove roots for me. Yay. Then she kept being like, do you want more? Do you want more mangrove roots? I was like, no. I already have a double chest left over that I haven't even started using yet. Please don't give me any more. She's like, can you take more, please? Like, I don't want to. Oh, I hear the dogs running around. Hot take with fWhip. No, I don't think it's a hot take to say... So many people are trying so hard to hate on 1.21. So many people are just pointing out any little baby, teeny tiny flaw with 1.21 to make people think it's a terrible update. And I'm tired of it. Like, you don't need a new biome in every one. And I'll give you examples of new biomes that were added that did not make the game any better other than here's new blocks to work with. And that could be done in a way that does not need a new biome. Like, they could add a new type of tree that does not need a biome. That's a simple way to add a new type of tree, is to give it a biome, but like, they can introduce a tree type that comes from a wandering trader to get the sapling for the first time. Like, that would be kind of fun. That would be cool. It's a chance to get it. And then once you have it, you're like, heck yeah, I got this thing. And as long as I can keep getting more saplings, I'm good. I'm not hating. I love the update. Yeah, a lot of people are hating on it, though. I'm not saying you all are. I'm just like, there is a general vocal minority, as always, that is just trying to make everybody hate Minecraft, which I don't understand why, because they all love to play Minecraft, but they want everybody to hate Minecraft. I think it's because they just want to hate Microsoft so much, and they think Microsoft is the root of all ill will with Minecraft, which is not the case. They're just dumb, for lack of a better term. But yeah, there's so many people that are just going out of their way to try and find little issues. And the recent one has been that 1.21 is not adding a new biome, so therefore bad update. And it's like, no, it doesn't need a biome to be a good update. Look at all the stuff we're getting. Like, I would have appreciated like a new block type. That would have been fun. Like a new color palette to work with. Always want more of that. I will never complain about new blocks. I love the blocks they're getting. The new copper and the new Tuff blocks, great. But it's not something like net new. It's just expanding on existing things. Yeah, Microsoft purely makes profit off of what Mojang does, and they give a little input, but Mojang is still their own entity developing Minecraft. Like, they still do all of it themselves. As long as they keep winning, as they have been, Microsoft isn't going to tell them what to do. It's when things start going bad, when Minecraft starts dipping a lot, that's when Microsoft is going to be like, hey, we're going to need to do something. Yeah, I think the doggies need to go out. But like, in reality, Microsoft would, if you're an investor and you can make money off of something and never even need to deal with it, why would you ever deal with it? Like, unless things start going bad, like, there's absolutely no reason anybody who's just invested in something and making a profit would ever be like, yeah, we need to change it. Tell them to change how they're doing things. Nah. Usually when that happens, that's when things go bad. And Microsoft has been around long enough to know not to do that stuff. Yeah, that's my take of the day. Of many takes that have apparently happened in the stream. As always. Please tell that to anybody in management. There's a lot of managers out there that just, I don't know, you just look at your stereotypical management. I don't want to get too into that, but so many people, like, the best managers I ever had were ones who built me up to like give me the skills to do the thing and then said, cool, go get it done. Like, as soon as you get into micromanaging and anything along that line, to me, that just shows that the person in charge is either not doing their job well enough, so they need to make sure you do yours well enough so that they don't get yelled at, or they're trying to be like, they don't want to do their job, so they're trying to be like, look at how much I'm helping blah 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 do theirs. Like, micromanagers to me is just like, if you can't trust an employee to do the job, why'd you hire them? Like, it's as simple as that. Like, if you were hired to do a job and management is over here like micromanaging every little thing you're doing because they're like, we can't trust you to do it. It's like, well, why did you hire me? Like, if you can't trust me to do it, then obviously I don't have the skills to do this job. So why'd you hire me? Or if you hired me because I have the skills to do the job, let me do the dang job, you know? I'm glad my supervisor isn't a micromanager, but sometimes I think he has too much trust in me. You're like, please help me. Like, yeah, there's that. And I don't want to speak too much on it, but I know my wife's old manager, before she left her job, very much multiple times, they were like looking for advice on direction on how to take it. And the manager would just be like, I don't know, do what you think is best. And it's just like, no, you need to make the call here. Like, you have to tell us what to do because we are at an impasse. And at that point in time, that's when the manager's role comes into play. Like, those are they should be around for those moments. You ever post your world being able to download them? I post world downloads. We actually just did one 3 weeks ago, for this world for everybody who's a tier 1 supporter or higher. So Twitch subs, YouTube members, and Patreon supporters at tier 1 or higher, you can get access to the world download and the texture pack and all that. Come check it out for yourself. But I do not post free world downloads anymore. I used to in the past, and I had too many of them stolen from me and used without my permission on some fairly large servers. And I realized that I want to protect my work a little bit more, which is unfortunate because that does mean less fans get to see it. But yeah, the safest way for me to do it is simply just to say, yeah, supporters get access. So if you'd like to get it, you can support the channel, and as a thank you, you can get the world download. I release one every 10 episodes, or whenever the series ends. Yeah, and if you hang out and you get a gift one, you can join the Discord and get access to download. Alrighty, we did a lot today. We built all that. Please, I did unpause, so that's great. Left a toxic job with toxic bosses for a better job. Hey, that is amazing. It's amazing when those opportunities come up to where you actually can leave the really bad environment. Sometimes it's not the easiest to leave, and being able to take that step to do it is always good. Always good vibes. Okay, right. Cool. We did stuff. We placed blocks. I guess I don't have anything down here anymore. I cleared up all the shulkers. We took them to the top of the mountain. We did a lot today. I'm really happy with this. The reason why I'm kind of expanding it off this way is I wanted to keep the dirt farm going and catch it up to here for where the water starts. So then we could kind of clear all that out. And then I don't really know what I quite want to do up there yet. So we're just going to keep expanding ourselves that way to really get that cool, like, imposing presence. But I was looking at some terrains that people have posted screenshots of recently and builds that they've been working on. A lot of creative builders, so... Excuse me, sorry. Oh, it's coming out of nowhere. But where we're not going to be able to achieve the same scale that they can in any decent amount of time because they're just using commands to generate all of it. But I do want to start working on the presence of this whole terrain. Oh, wow. Hello. Allergies are back. Back from vacation, and the allergies are still here. They're like, welcome back. You want to sneeze right now? We'll make you sneeze right now. I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, you're going to sneeze. I'm like, okay. You're going to stop fiddling with it. But anyways, I want the terrain to be something that as we're looking up, it just gets more and more grand and imposing. Kind of like what we did with the original building with fWhip custom terrain. But I want the landscape here. See how it's kind of going at that slope? I want it to start kind of inching up even further. And then we'll see about the mountains. I'm thinking more the mountains. I mean, we have access to get up to there. Like the top of that blimp is world height. So we got to keep that in mind, which is what's world height again? Let's see. Where are we at right now? Dude, I think we got like, so we're at 114. Up here is a little bit taller. That's like what, 125? And world height is 300 something. I don't have enough rockets. Let's get up above. Isn't it 324? I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking 324. About a volcano. I was thinking a volcano around the copper farm, but I don't want to do a volcano here. I'm like more tempted to do a glacier. 300. Is it really just 300? Did I bring it down? Oh, we have so much higher that we can go. Oh, it is 320. Or 319. Wow, I guess I did drop that down a good amount. Huh. I guess I wanted room to add additional stuff up on top. Look at that, though. Don't look at the sun during the eclipse. It already happened, but, like, don't do it, you know? Oh, Amethyst has, like, a weird little, like, 3D bit to it. Oh. You also have that? Weird. These shaders are funky. I love that this time of day, the tree just shadow. It's so good. I'm so happy with how that tree came out now that we've updated it. I love it. It's so cool. Yeah, we'll come back soon. I think we're going to start getting into a stream soon after we get a bit more of this established. When I need to start getting back into the dirt farming mode, we'll come over here on streams and start texturing up this mountain a little bit more.
Hi.
Finish that up.
I have returned.
Hello, Lily. Thank you so very much. Welcome on back. We are just wrapping up, unfortunately. But it's been a good stream today. We got a lot of good stuff done. And look at that. That, surprisingly, like, all of that is new. That's actually a really... we gotta fix that moss. That is way too steep looking. It just looks like stone that turned green. I don't like... What was I thinking? I think I was like, oh, I'll just bring it down more after. This is where the animals start climbing. Oh, we never fixed up this section down here. That's where we left off and didn't do anymore. Not what we want. That's okay. It can be a little wonk. Built that whole little hill today. Yeah, we need to... I'm like scared to do it, but I need to finish this mountain. Like, I don't really know what I want to do here. Like, I had this cool grand idea of making this like spiky thing coming out, but I'm not really enjoying it. So we might be changing that up. Who knows? We'll see. I kind of wanted it to be more fantastical. So I think I'm going to still do the large rock. And then we got to also bring that down and kind of weave that. I wanted this like dip in here, and then that's going to go up like massive, and then it's going to hard cut off down into the valley. But we'll see. Yeah. Alrighty, my friends. Thank y'all so very much for being here today. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I got some stuff I got to do this afternoon. So we're going to be getting on out here today. Thank you all so very much. It's like Pride Rock. Kind of, yeah. But yeah, thank you all so very much for all the support today. Really, really do appreciate it. Coming back close to 1,000 members again. So thank you. Everybody over on the Twitch side for all the raids. If you're still in here, I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so very much. We're almost up to 270 subs on Twitch already. Yo, what the heck? We just started streaming here. We've been back like 4 weeks. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you all so very much. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that's going to be doing it today. Thank you so much. I got to go get the dogs on a walk because I can hear the zoomies. The zoomies are going downstairs, which means if I don't get there soon, that's when the couch ripping up starts. If you have huskies, you know. But thank you all so very much for being here, my friends. With that, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.